As you can see, we got lift up over here a beautiful red 2020 Mustang. And today we're going to be working on the rear diffuser and then the side skirts on the corner. So this is the bolts that we use for the build. And the color on the product is a matte black with the red trim. Got an L bracket, we have our bolts right here, and then we have our nuts over there. So next we're going to lift up the car just to make it easier for us to work on. So once you guys get the car up off on the lift, we're going to center it and align the rear diffuser to your rear bumper part right here. We recommend using 2 flips just to make your life easier. You know, flip them on, hold it. Not everybody got 3 hands. Once you guys have your center plate for the diffuser center and aligned, you can insert your guys' fins and adjust them to your guys' liking. Some like the people put it evenly, 2 closer to this side and 2 closer to this side, but it's all your guys' preference. And then after that, I'm gonna just lightly mark it right here just so I know where my diffuser will be on both sides. So once you guys have your center diffuser plate centered, you're going to begin by just drilling a simple hole right down the middle just to set your guys' guideline. And then now you can move on to the next process, and that would be over here to be building you guys' fins. You're going to be using our L brackets that we give you guys. So as you guys can see, for this particular bumper, this is the only part, this little V shape right here is the only part that makes contact with the rear plate right here. We are going to be drilling a triangulated bolt pattern right here. Just going to hold up the diffuser good and just not going to have any free play with there at all. So for the rear diffuser, we're going to be using the L brackets for the fins. As you can see, we have the hole separated by 2.5 inches, and our drills are already pre-drilled. And we're just going to be using a simple bolt, nut, and a washer just to hold it into place, and should be good. So once you guys have your rear diffuser on, I've already installed this one L bracket that we have right here. I have it aligned with one of the holes right here for the license plates, and I use the other one as right before the sensor. Just gives it a good equal spacing between them all and gives the car a really good and aggressive look. So after we finishing setting everything up to our desired space and how we want it, now it's just simply just the last bolt, putting it in and making sure, going around every other bolt that we put in, making sure everything's tight, no loose ends. So as you can see, we put some masking tape right here just to simply mark without having to like draw or anything on it. Just keeps a nice clean and straight lines, you know, helps you remember where you put it in case you have to take it off. Readjust the diffuser, you know, makes your day a whole lot easier. So as you guys can see, we finished up the rear diffuser right here. It's looking really nice. Now we're gonna move over to, we're getting our 2 little side skirts over here for the rear. We're gonna place our L brackets to wherever we feel it's best necessary. You're gonna mark your holes real quick, drill through. I usually put both of them together with tape so it's clean cut through both, even, saves you time. So after we drilled our first initial hole, I'm just gonna slide a little bolt through just to make sure it doesn't move on me when I drill the next one.
Okay, so we're gonna match the side fin over here on the body lines over here, and then you want to make sure this is flush on the rear balance, your T-stem rear balance, which is this one. Make sure this is flush. But it really comes down to your personal preference, guys. So we're just gonna drill it in right there. We're using a self-tapping screw. Then we're gonna use another one right over here. There you go.
Same thing with the other side?
Yeah, you just gotta do the same process on both sides. Go for it. 1, 2, 3, go. And right over here.
Alright, so what we're doing now, just the final touches of the build. Just putting in the last bolt right here for the L setup that we got going on. Should look something like this. Once the bolt's on, it's gonna look really good. As you see, once we've fully installed our little L brackets, you move on over here. Set it up to however angle and degree you want. Some people like it straight, some people like it a little off to the side. But today for this project, we're gonna go with it just a little straight. And with the pre-existing holes right here on the L bracket, simple Sharpie, you're gonna mark your holes for your drilling. And those two would be the last 2 bolts that are gonna hold it on. After you guys drill the first hole, the second hole is just going to be easier to line up. I suggest you put a bolt in just so it holds its place and it won't move on you. Alright guys, so that wraps it up for the whole rear diffuser build. This part is vz102312. It's matte black with a red trimming for a 2020 Mustang. If you guys have any questions, comments, or if you guys just have any advice to give to any of the consumers, feel free to drop it down in the comments below, and please remember to like and subscribe and stay tuned for the next video.